Hello, how are you guys doing? Sorry for the late start. There was just a thing that I needed to do real quick. I was like, oh crap, that's probably something I'm gonna need. Hi, how are you guys doing? You guys excited? I am. This is gonna be a fun one. I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm a little bit worried about that, I'll be honest. For good or for bad, it is February the 13th. So tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I'll probably stream a little bit earlier tomorrow. So that way when my wife gets home, I could just hang out with her. Sorry, she's gonna, take precedent over that. But anyway, do you guys have your snacks together? Do you have your stuff? You got something to snack on? All that jazz. You got chocolate? That's good. That's good. I got dinner. That counts. Dinner is a snack. Let's get into it. Sound good? Do we know anyone who could reasonably expect to get into our house? Good question. Let me switch over to the screen region. We can get into that. So, anyone who could reasonably get into your house. I don't know. Who do you guys think? I think the only person that you definitely know that can't get into your house would be, let's see. Got my little list. Let's see. Sam definitely couldn't. Kevin can definitely get into your house. Those are the two that you know could have been or could not have been in your apartment. Why did the notification say you're streaming D&D? It's the closest thing I got. It's time. All right. So, real quick, actually, before we get anywhere, you guys are allowed to get up and move and do stuff. But, yeah. So, at the end of the last session, you guys ended up getting a whole lot of money. There was a crap ton of money in your bathtub, round about $200,000, which is great. But reasonably speaking, you cannot carry $200,000 on you. Also, how are the audio levels? They seem like they were a little bit loud last time. I want them to be a good, comfortable level where you can hear that background audio, but not being a huge issue. Audio seems good. All right. Why don't I go ahead and... does anyone need a recap from what happened last time? The house, not the motel room. Presumably Lee lived somewhere else before coming here. Probably friends and family could get in. Like, when you invited them over. A recap would be nice. Okay, cool. How about I do, I don't know if this is going to be a regular thing or not, but how about I just go ahead and boot up, give me half a second, and I'll just boot up the 3-minute video from last time, that explains everything that happened last session. It's definitely not like a full recap, but, and while that's going on, I'm also going to set up a poll to decide what you guys want to do. So here we go. There we are. All right. Town of Nowhere summary number 2. Let's go ahead and play that. All right. There we go. Screen region's a little funky, but you'll have to just excuse it. There we go. Good enough for now. All right. Cool. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Cliff Notes of Episode 5 of The Town of Nowhere. This is not meant to replace actually watching the episode, but this is meant to help you if you've missed the streams up till now and you want to catch up. If you aren't in the playlist, please make sure you are, so that way you can catch all of the other videos that have happened since then. It will be up in the top right corner and also down in the description. If you've already watched the episode and you feel like I've missed anything, please comment in this video and any other video that you feel like I've missed something, so that way we can make these videos as good as possible.
They always feel too long to me.
And some details will be left out.
If anyone's interested in writing the script for these as well, let me know.
Nowhere. You were greeted at the door by one of the cultists. You had previously arranged with the entity that they would provide some sort of distraction for you, so that way you could make entrance into Darrell's house in order to find some note that the entity felt like was relevant to your interest. While this was going on, Kevin was watching from afar. Being that in the last stream, chat, you, whatever you want to call yourself, the character, agreed to return the books and recheck them out, making a little bit of progress in helping Kevin kind of calm down and make sure that they're okay. Chat then went by Home Depot in order to pick up a backpack and paid for it later, and then ran into Noah on the way to the house, along with seeing the cultists absolutely swarming the Randalls. Noah informed them that they are going to be having a special service on Sunday and invited them especially. Chad agreed wholeheartedly because of course they did. From there, Chat cased Darrell's house, made sure that no one was watching, and broke in a back window and stole everything out of the fridge before finding an unbuilt crib and the letter that the entity mentioned. After reading over the letter, they checked out the Randalls to find that it was absolutely besieged by cultists, being the absolute worst customers possible. As soon as they saw No enter the room, however, they all left, leaving their carts and their stuff in the aisles, immediately leaving to go commune with the entity at the Home Depot. The entity mentioned quite a few things, some of which included that lost memories seemed to be gone forever, thus causing domino effects, and that mirrors are wrong or right depending. It wasn't really sure. And then Chat made an offhand comment that it would like some more money, to which the entity said if it would help, it found some that nobody was using. After this, they went home, attempting to take a shower, but found that it was impossible due to the $200,000 that had materialized into the tub. Chad immediately started hiding all of the money that it could in random spots around the apartment, and then noticed that there was something weird with the mirror, that by looking into the mirror, they were able to see blood that was on the wall, but by turning around, they forgot about it entirely and began trying to read book. Going back to the mirror and investigating further, they could feel the dried blood on the wall, which was not the blood from the ritual on the first day, but an entirely unrelated blood stain that they could not directly see. They decided to make a mental note to go to the dollar store the next day in order to buy a mirror that they could use to further investigate this feature. With that, you are now caught up to...
Okay, there we go. That's what happened last time. So, that being said, I'm going to open redemptions now so that you guys can go ahead and vote on what you want to do. You'll notice that the symbol has changed since the original video. It's just a little coffee pot thing. It works the same way. Same number of points. Make sure you're using the Town of Nowhere option and not the regular thing. But anyway. Dollar store. Buy a windowless van from the car dealership for reasons. Dollar store. Find Noah. Tell him, alright, cool. Alright. It looks fairly unanimous so far. Alright. So why don't I go ahead and pause redemptions there with 10 in. Give me a second to copy paste all this stuff over. Dollar store. Buy a windowless van from the car dealership. Go to the dollar store. Okay, that one's on there twice. Fair enough. Find Noah and tell him that we heard Darrell's house got broken into. All right. Dollar store or Ford dealership. All right. So the dealership you would be going to and the other one would be the dealership. I'm going to put it in as an extra option and then allow multiple answers. So that way, like, maybe you just want to go to the Ford dealership and you don't want to buy a windowless van. But I'll go ahead and put that in there. Mimi wife, thank you for the sub. That's very kind of you. I don't know, man. Just sit there and, I guess, stop putting me on the spot. Jeez. Okay. Reveal the list of names to see if there's anyone that we don't remember. Fine. Rent a windowless car instead. There's nowhere to rent one, really. I don't know. You could talk to them about that over at the dealership. I'll at least give you the option. Eat fridge things. Cool. All right. And is there anything else that I need to add to this list? I think that's fine. All right. Create poll and copy paste. There you go. Moobot did their link right when I did mine, so go ahead and vote. You can rent from dealerships. Okay, cool. So that answers that question. Another question that I'm going to ask, and I'm just going to casually ask chat. You've recently been carrying about like $300 something around with you over the last couple of streams, give or take, under 1,000. 200,000 is completely inconceivable as like a way to carry money. How much money would you like to be carrying with you? Because you can't carry like $200,000. It's just not physically possible. Like, it filled a bathtub. Can we put it in the bank? Okay. You could take it to the bank for sure. What types of bills are there? 20s, 100s, 50s, random denominations. There is a bank in town. It's if you look on the map, it's right next to that C-shaped building, if I recall correctly. Let me go ahead and see if I've actually got that up. No, it's the one next to the C-shaped building. So there it is. I guess we should probably do a vote on that. So why don't I go ahead and set that up as a vote as well. Let's see how this first one went. All right, cool. So it looks like if we do the first couple, let me go ahead and link that one again just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and all right. So let's see. How much would you like to carry on you? I saw 200, 1,000, 2,000. Anything? What were the other ones? I feel like keep to like 300-ish. Okay, so let me throw 300 in there. 3,000. 11037 for the memes. Leave $1 at home. Okay. 413. Or bring to bank. Oh, I turned off the redemptions from. I was just going over what chat was saying, just generally. I guess I should actually put that as a vote. Let's see what we got as far as votes on the first one. So it looks like dollar store, eat fridge things, go pay next week's rent preemptively, and review the list of names. So why don't we go ahead and do the eat. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to refresh this. Okay, cool. So go eat fridge things. Fridge things is pretty high up there, and it doesn't really stop you from doing any of the other things. So I will go ahead and put that up as just a thing that you do. You eat some stuff out of the fridge. If you guys have a preference on what, you kind of just sold everything out of his fridge. No, the motel is a different location than the apartment complex. The apartment complex is across the river, quote. It's, dried out because of course it is. It's Texas. Heal dirt wounds. Okay. Then also dollar store, go pay next week's rent and review the list of names to see if there's anyone we don't remember. Also, call someone who can get into our house and ask them, to see if we have any cat stuff. So you were renting a apartment, and so I would imagine that you can't just like if you moved out, then you wouldn't have that access anymore. Drink the tiny bit of orange juice. Okay, you drink the orange juice to make it not be a thing. We're just gonna assume that you guys have a decent amount of food. New Wave BC, thank you for the year, holy shit, of support. I'm going to list off some people that you know exist. Christopher, he's the guy who runs the motel. These are the people on that list, by the way, that you wrote on the second day. Christopher, Noah, of course. You guys didn't actually say to do this, but I assume there are little hearts drawn on it next to it. Next to where it says Noah. Let's see. Roger. He's the guy who runs the toll booth. Sam. That goes without saying. I just sort of assume that was the case. I don't think you guys had met Kevin yet in order for Kevin to be on that list. Would you like to add Kevin to the list? I would assume so. Crystal. Let's see. You hadn't met him. Justin. The guy who works at the 7-Eleven. See. And let's see. Gerald, of course. Go ahead and add Kevin to the list. Okay, cool. Robert. Robert is a name that you do not recognize. Or wait, no. No, that was the bus driver. Excuse me. And Crystal's boyfriend, who you didn't know the name of. Do you want to add anyone to that list? Do we get Crystal yet? Yeah, Crystal's on the list, as is the so Christopher, the motel owner, Crystal, Darrell, the Elise, Ware, Gerald the wizard, Home Depot being Home Depot employees, Justin the zombie, Kevin the librarian, Mary the tea fan. I'm reading off of what Jack is saying in chat. Michael the troll cop, Nathan the civil servant, Ware, and Raymond the grackle. And the only thing that stands out as a what the fuck is that is Crystal. Her boyfriend is referenced, but you don't remember that. On your list of places that you want to go, you said to preemptively go pay this week's rent. I believe we agreed to, what was it? Does anyone remember what we actually agreed is the amount? I need to do the poll on how much money you guys want to put aside. Let me do that real quick. Alright, clean these out. Already on the list, I've got 200, 1,000, 2,000, 300, 1,1037, 413. Bring the money, all of it, to the bank, or 500. I'm going to open it up for redemption so that you guys can choose other amounts, but if those are fine, just don't do anything, and after a couple of seconds, I'll just... 350. All right. This is how much money you're bringing with you. I don't really feel like... all right, 500. All right. Do not put the money in the bank. The IRS will skin us alive. All right, I feel like we've got enough to be able to have like a general idea on how much that we want to bring. I'm obviously not going to do multiple options on this one because it's like you get to pick one. And this is mutually exclusive amounts. For reference, a month's rent in Austin is about $1,000. You can reasonably expect to pay, like, I don't know, 150 to 300 for a week or two for one or two people's worth of groceries. I think a soda costs around about $2. I'm saying this so that way people who live in other countries have a general idea of how much money this is. Because otherwise may just not make sense. Caldella, thank you for the 18 months. That's a year and a half. Thank you. Gonna let this ride for a minute longer. Go ahead and post that again. Because just because I know how much money $10,000 is does not mean that you guys know how much money that is. It's not multiple choice. I don't see how you could have 300 or 1,000. I believe Night Vale is set in, like, Nevada, I want to say. Whereas the town of Nowhere is set in, like, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, West Texas. Alright. Looks like the votes are still coming in. Do you remember what your old job was? Yes. However, just like the name and sexual orientation and gender of the main character, I don't care. Originally I was going to do some stuff where I was going to make those decisions for you, but I wanted you guys to be able to have those decisions yourself. So me personally, I do not have the answer to that. Y'all know the character does. Do not know what it is. So the possibility of us being a stripper is there. Let me read over the thing that... the letter you found again. Well... Management has been calling the workforce recently, and I think might be next. The last progress review, my boss doesn't seem happy. You know what? Yeah, that'd be fine. That would work. Clown University dropout. There's a lot of... See, what I realized is I was originally going to make the main character, like, a dude, arbitrarily. But I was like, actually, it's not me getting to pick it. So, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, they're not the character I get to control, so I don't really care. Like, you guys get to pick that, and, you know, that's more important to y'all than anything else. So, so it looks like the winning bid is do not put the money in the bank. The IRS will skin us alive. $10,000 in the bank, or a backpack, and $500 in the wallet. All right, cool. So is the second place. It's actually a split between 10,000 and 1,000. Yeah, it's a pretty even split. Here, let me link it one more time. Overall, more people want the money in the bank. Well, these are how much money you want to carry on you. Like, just casually. If you're going to take it to the bank, you could choose to do that. So, overall, those are two different numbers. 350 is a ridiculously small amount of money to bring to the bank. The one vote for brings to the bank was just one. I want to see that vote get split a little bit. Okay. I would believe that clown strippers exist. Yeah. All right. Worked on Homestuck. You guys get to choose. It doesn't matter. It does not matter to me. You had a life before this moment. I'm going to let you guys choose what that is and who the main character is and what they're like. Could we call the complex and ask them if we had a cat? Yeah, that could be an option. You don't have a phone, so you can't do that for that reason. But if you were to find a phone, you could use it to call, assuming you could find it, which I don't imagine would be that hard to find. It's like completely split between the two. How about I do another poll and it's literally just between those two options, so that way we can like narrow this down, because it is it's just like deadlocked at this point. And bring to bank, leave here. You know what? It seems like everyone wants to leave money here, so I'm just gonna do that. All right, there we go. Do that poll just so that way we're absolutely sure of how much that we're gonna bring on us, because I don't want to get this wrong, but also you physically cannot carry $200,000 on you. There's also some people doing construction next door, because of course they waited until 6:30 at night to do that. So I apologize for that. It looks like it's... I'm going to do some quickie math. Is there no phone in the motel room? I mean, it's doesn't seem to have one. No? I'm sure you could ask at, like, I don't know, Starbucks or like something like that. Again, it is like almost split directly down the center. Should I just flip a coin? I should just wait until the votes come in. But after you get done here, your next step is to go pay the week's rent. I would assume that you bring enough to pay for that as well, in addition to however much you're going to do. Democrat this. Topical reference. I think it's more of a Buttigieg, this, isn't it? All right. Elite, because you're elite gamer, is winning. I'm going to say that's where we're at. What is that right on the right of the TV in the picture? Where do you see a TV? Oh, zoom in. I don't think that's a phone. I think that's like a little placard that tells you to not fuck up the room or something. All right, cool. So it looks like 1,337 is the amount that you want to carry with you. So I'm going to just subtract 1,337 from 220 or... All right. So I'm going to change. So here's what we're going to do. Here's how I'm going to like display this. Skills. I'm going to add another skill. Money on person. And it's going to be 1,337. And then we're going to subtract out 1,337 from the other number, giving us that. Oh, and it's going off the page. How about just on person? Is that going to work? Will that, like, actually fit into the screen? Okay, cool. So that should be fine. All right, cool. So. All right. That's readable there? Sure. Okay, cool. So next up, you guys wanted to preemptively pay for next week's rent at the front desk. So you go and find Christopher. If I can find his little dealio. Christopher. There he is. And he is, for some reason, down in the bottom corner. We're going to just slip him up here now. There we go. All right, there he is. And then let's go outside to where he'd actually be rather than here. Window. Okay, cool. So if I get rid of this, there we go. There we go. So you go find Christopher and you decide to, you lock the door behind us. Sure. You lock the door behind us. Is it reasonable to assume that you guys are going to lock the door behind you every single time? Can I just ask that, unless if you guys otherwise state? I just sort of assumed that, but that's... he looks like the Kappa face. He looks disappointed in you. The first interaction you had with him, you did, like, come in bleeding. So he probably doesn't have the highest opinion of you, all things. It does look like the Kappa face a bit. So you preemptively pay the rent. I think we said that it was going to be like, what, 600 for like a week? Does anyone remember? I honestly forgotten this. What is this? This is like D&D with chat, but I made the but you guys all play as one character, and theoretically it's a murder mystery or a mystery game. I keep saying murder mystery. That doesn't really work. It's a mystery game, and everyone plays as one character. 483 a week. Okay, cool. Sure. I think the rent was 150. I would believe Tilda because she's been like binge watching these, which is awesome. Hi, sweetheart. I know you're just in the other room, but hi. I love you. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. You walk up to him, hand him this week's $150 for the rent, and said, you know, hey, here's this week's rent a little early. He goes, oh, thanks. You didn't have to do that. You can always just wait until the weekend. I could just pay you then, but all right. See you around then. And then you guys said you wanted to go to the dollar store, correct? Make the Kappa face at him. You like screw your face up into the Kappa face. We are a responsible person. You did a responsible thing just now. Paying for rent slightly ahead of time. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I see. There it is. Got it. Sorry, the more things that I add to this, the harder it is to find an individual window. Alright, he doesn't follow you there. I just didn't bother to... Alright. You go to the dollar store. It's time to, like, well, I should say, on your way to the dollar store, it looks like the bank has been roped off with caution tape. But you head on over to the dollar store to go ahead and buy... You wanted to buy a mirror. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, because some of you guys don't know this about, like, dollar stores. I don't know if it's, like, a just American idea, but the dollar store is essentially you can get anything you want for $1. It simply as just like none of it is incredibly high quality, and some of the stuff is like, oh well, instead of like a 20 ounce or whatever Coke, you can get like a 10 ounce Coke, but it's only $1. The Dollar General is whack. The Dollar General is the legit one. I think that's the Dollar Tree specifically. We have the dollar store, and I live in rural Sweden. Okay. Not exactly $1 though. Not a Dollar General. Okay. Well, I did my best. My intention is it's one of those. This is gonna be the stream of the night. We're just gonna be doing Town of Nowhere tonight, I think. Yeah, there's essentially two different kinds of dollar stores. The dollar stores where everything's an increment of $1, which is bullshit. And then there's the dollar store where everything's $1. This is that kind. Go ahead and get the interior set up. Okay. Get rid of that. Get that. Get that. There you go. You go into the dollar store. There's a woman working there.
Isn't that... Well, I mean, like, the sign I have says dollar or less, over 200 or 2,000 items. So it's one of those. A new person. You walk up to her immediately and ask her for her name because all of chat is asking for her name. She says, "Oh, hi. You must be new here. If you need help finding anything, let me know." You ask her for her name. She says, "I will find it in... Where the hell did I write it down? Rebecca. There it is. Wrote it down. Got it. You write down Rebecca's name into your thing. She does have a name tag. Yes. It says Rebecca on it. Is that Hillary Clinton? What the fuck do you think Hillary Clinton looks like? If you need anything, just let me know. I'm gonna go get some more stuff out of the back and stock some stuff. Are you looking for anything particular, or? Everyone's just like, "It's fake!" She's a ghost. Looking for a mirror. Okay. Yeah. She takes you to an aisle where there's like a whole bunch of cosmetic stuff. You know, like cheapo little things that you carry like shampoo in when you're going on, you know, trips. So that way you don't carry an entire thing, but it's like under the amount that the TSA allows you to have, so that way you don't get in trouble for it. They've got like other like tiny little things of deodorant. Thank you for the 7 months of support, Just a Little Jinx. They do have mirrors here. They specifically have hand mirrors that are kind of oval shaped that you could use. A lot of today was just trying to discuss how much money you guys wanted to be carrying on yourself at any given time. So you didn't miss much. Do they have compact mirrors? They do. But we have to get a square one? Because I made the graphics square for today, it will appear to be square. If you guys decide you want to have a compact mirror instead, you can get that, and I will just edit the graphic and change it later. But yes, they do have those. And I definitely didn't screw up by thinking that that was the way you would do it. Yeah, no, a compact mirror actually does make a hell of a lot more sense. Why you don't have to get a rectangular mirror. I will make sure that that works for the next time. Why don't I go and open up the thing again for you guys to decide what you want to do. Give me half a second to get the thing up. Boop, boop. All right, mark. And go ahead and let me know if there's anything else you want to buy. In addition to a mirror, buy clown accessories. This is the dollar store. Buy octagonal mirror. What kind of mirror, I guess, do you want? Can you define clown accessories? Okay. Get all available variations of mirrors. Yes. Yes, you could absolutely do that. Get tiny bear-shaped mirror. They don't have that. This is a dollar store. It's not that cool. Holy crap. Thank you for the gift sub, Anon. Buy a clown costume and a mirror. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and allow multiple options. Buy the store. No, you can't do that. It's not how things work. Look for magical objects. Get a mirror and get the most eye-catching, glittery makeup you can see. Buy every single mirror. You physically could buy out the entirety of the dollar store. Can you tip the dollar store employee? The dollar store does not take tips because it doesn't pay its employees well. I will let you buy everything in the store if you'd like. You do not have enough money on you to do that, but you could come back and buy thousands of items
I don't know how you're going to get it there, but you could do that. Am I gonna write in to the phone, the old apartment, or are we gonna take that for granted? You could throw that into the thing on the next one, I think. Do they have a better Bible? They would have Bibles. Buy the rights to the franchise. I don't know how much a franchise for a dollar store is. Like, I don't think you can carry the entire contents of this store. Just go ahead and take a look at what you can see in this picture and say, can I carry that in my backpack and in my hands? Like, you cannot carry that many objects. Let's go and throw the vote thing up again. I didn't even see that stickers was one of the things. I was just going through copy-pasting everything, but that was literally the last one I did. Can we have the link again? Sure. Here it is again. Can we carry Rebecca? You could physically pick her up, but I don't think she'd care for that because you just met, and she's also at work. Stickers are fun. Okay, so if stickers wins, can you guys specify what kind of mirror or stickers you would like? You can't buy Rebecca. Jesus fuck. You can't just say that. Do they sell fun ones? Dora stickers. They have like do you remember that movie crap, what was it? It was like Jonathan the Last Dinosaur. That like flopped so hard that no one has even heard of it. It's a real movie. I think it's something along the lines of that. They've got that, and then they've got like, you know, just random like heart stickers, and sure. It was something or other The Last Dinosaur. They have a bunch of swag for that. Pixar. The Good Dinosaur. That's what I was thinking of. The Good Dinosaur from 2015. They have a whole bunch of stuff for The Good Dinosaur that you can buy. And little hearts. I don't know anything about that movie. Yeah, that movie wasn't great. There's a reason that if you go to the dollar... I went to the dollar store recently, I should say, and they had a bunch of that stuff, and I was like, that's fucking weird. What is this? Do they have any 90s inspired stickers? Not really. All right, so buy a bunch of stickers. Done. How much do you want to spend approximately on stickers? Like $5? They're $1 for like a small package of them. I should probably, yeah, don't do the highlighted message. Do the, town of nowhere option. 50, 30, okay. Apparently this is gonna have to be its own separate poll on how much you guys want to spend on, alright. Let's see. Get a mirror in the most eye-catching glittery makeup you see. There's some that's like a pinkish like glitter, like eye shadow. I know how makeup works. I'm gonna make another poll for the number of stickers. Yes, I know it's out of stock. I have to turn it on and off. So this is how much money you're spending on stickers. Currently $42 on stickers. $8. $5. You can't spend $6.90 at the dollar store. That's just not physically possible. It's the dollar store. Everything is $1. Like $1 plus tax. You can't spend less than $1 on anything. You have to spend in increments of $1. That's the function of the store. You can try. You will piss people off if you try and buy things for prices they don't have. $8, $5. I went ahead and closed it off again. The reason I close it off is that way I can make sure that it's not like spammed with a whole bunch of other stuff. Remove stickers from the packet and buy them incrementally. Okay. You could be an absolute goblin. Sure. They don't have $19,000 worth of stickers. I'm just going to put all of them as one of the options. No one actually said all of them. I'm going to throw that in there anyway. So that way, only the unicorn stickers. There's not nice things like unicorn stickers at the dollar store. Like, I don't think I can do multiple answers on this one. Is this $1 or okay, fine. The stickers are 50 cents each. Fine, fuck it. Are there Powerpuff Girl stickers? Probably. Don't spend all of our money on stickers. That's not my choice to make. That's y'all. We gotta buy a clown costume. They don't have a clown costume at the dollar store. Like, you seriously are overestimating the quality of products at the dollar store. The dollar store has, like, things that you buy for your kid's second or third birthday, and you want to make sure that everyone has, like, party favors, because kids, like, just are assholes about things. If they don't get a thing when it's someone else's birthday, they get to be a problem about it. So, like, you just buy, like, I don't know, $20 worth of random garbage at the dollar store. Some, like, I don't know, cups, paper plates, and then there you go. Like, they don't have, like, nice things necessarily at the dollar store. I've always found the dollar store to be a magical place. To anyone saying buy magical things, it's a normal dollar store, as far as you can tell. Those hairbands with hair attached, sure. All right, looks like chat wants to spend $8 on stickers. I'll say they're 50 cents each, so that means 16 packets of stickers. Let's see. Get a mirror and the most glittery eye makeup you can see. Let me go ahead and start a tally of everything that you're buying here. All right, so. So we got one order for 16 stickers. That's $8 plus tax. Then we got a mirror. Okay, one mirror. No magical objects. Glittery makeup. Glittery pink makeup. I'm making it pink to keep on brand with this aesthetic that I have. It could be other colors, but I've decided it's pink. All right, so currently you are spending about $10 plus tax. What's sales tax in Texas? 8.25%. So about 8 cents per dollar. So that would mean that you're spending 10 times 1.0825. $10.80 to 83 cents on that stuff. I hate pink. Too bad. You guys wanted the most fabulous, and pink is, as everyone knows. Okay, so go with the multiple choice thing, even though it isn't possible for you to choose anything other than. Okay, fair enough. I can see how that could be a thing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take this away. And go ahead and subtract out 1083 from your income. So you had Leet 1083 minus 1335 or 7. Boop boop. Copy. All right. All right. So you buy that. Before you buy it, however, she says, "Hey, I hope you don't mind, but we have a new employee, and I was hoping that you could maybe just she's training, and it would be good if we why are you saying F in chat? You can't get clown. You got the stickers, you got the mirror, you got the makeup. You cannot get a clown costume. They don't have one here." F for elite money not being a thing anymore. Okay. Can you buy $1 for less than $1 at the... No, you can't. You can't cheese the dollar store. What kind of stickers? Anyway, I'm going to go and let her take care of this, if that's okay. If you have any other questions, I'm going to be about. I'm just going to let her do her thing. If there's any issues, just let me know. And then she wanders off. Are stickers a tax-deductible business expense? No. There's a very small creature hanging out on the till, punching in numbers to make the drawer work. She has tiny little bat wings and is approximately the size of a lizard. She tells you exactly the price that I just told you a minute ago, which was 1083. Check name tag. She's wearing a name tag like a backpack. It says Morgan. That's what I wrote down. Morgan. She asks,
Is there anything else you would like with that? Would you like a bag?
does she have a tiny uniform on? No, just the name tag on her back. Bag, please. Yes. She kind of huffs, crawls down. Yes, please. You're doing great. Yes. She like crawls down the side of the cash register thing. Let me see if I here. There you go. A little animation for you. And goes and gets the bag, and then climbs back up it, and starts like shoveling things in there. To do this, she has to like go into the bag herself, then come back out, grab something else, and then put it back in. Ego Angel, thank you for the 34 months of support. That's a Nestle freezer. I'm aware. She's not very tall. She has to do her best, okay? She's doing her best. I'm gonna do okay, so she's not actually this big, but for the sake of people who are curious on what she looks like, I'm gonna zoom in. There you go. She's got a little name tag on her back. I'm going to shrink her down to her proper size now. But that's what she looks like. There you go. Now you know. I'm going to go ahead and open up redemptions again, because you guys have bought everything you need to buy, or everything that you guys told me you wanted to buy. So now what would you guys like to do with your time? Do they sell beer here? I don't think they sell beer at the dollar store. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to say this one doesn't regardless. Tip Morgan. It's the dollar store. You can't tip them. Sure. I'll let you try, though, if that wins. Go to gun shop, buy weapon. There isn't one. Go to Home Depot and buy a safe for the money we just got. Ask Morgan to be our new friend. Okay, there's a lot that just came in. I'm going to go ahead and copy-paste these over to the poll. So, again, close it off. Go to Home Depot and ask Morgan to be our new friend. Eat Morgan. Okay. I need to allow multiple answers. You're right. There could... So, I guess the logic there is, like, if it were a thing where it's fairly linear, like $10 versus $5 versus, like, $100, then, like, you might be willing to go with, like, you'd prefer $10, but you'd go with $5 if that won, but you have no interest in $100 on whatever it is. All right. Help her for 2 hours. And make Valentine for Noah using stickers. Okay. You owe me a clown costume purchase. You can't buy a clown costume at the dollar store. It's the dollar store. It's not Halloween time. It's not the time of year to find. It is an indeterminate time of year. It is Thursday. That is when it is. Now, the reason it's Thursday and not Thursday a specific month or day is because figuring out when any of these months are is going to be increasingly more confusing. All right. Create poll. Poll. Ever heard of Ruby Quest? I want to say that I might have heard someone say that. Toril-san, holy shit. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Gotta get some work done. Looking for the VOD. Keep bringing those monster cuties. Party City is where you could get a clown costume. Why don't I go ahead and put down that it's Thursday in the basic Windows stuff. Name, day, Thursday. There we go. Now it's Thursday. What is this game? This is the Town of Nowhere. It is a Twitch-integrated D&D light game where chat controls one character and I control everyone else. And it is a mystery game where you guys are trying to solve what is going on in this town and what happened to your maybe missing sister. Are you going to make this game so other Vinesauce streamers can play it? It doesn't really work that way. They can come by and play it if they want. Can like vote and stuff, but physically it is not capable for other streamers to play because it's just screen regions on OBS, I'll be honest. Dev in chat. Dev is streamer. Yes. All right, gonna post this again, just so you guys can go ahead and vote. Just make sure, Devin stream. Hey, how you guys doing? Great to be here. It always makes me feel good when a streamer of this size streams my game. Hopefully you like it. If you notice any bugs, just let me know. Thank you. No problem, dude. I'll make sure I do that. I say to myself both times because I'm both people. Devin streamer. All right. So it looks like our vote's still coming in. They're still coming in. All right, I'm going to wait a bit. Swiss Army knives are apparently illegal in Japan. I did not know that. It looks like in order you guys want to make a Valentine for Noah using stickers. try to befriend the little lizard bat friend, tip Morgan, and then go to the... It seems like it's all... Like, the first few all kind of seem very similar. Tip Morgan anyways, and tip Morgan. How much do you guys want to tip? Approximately. $5, $8. Fuck, we're gonna have to do another one, aren't we? I'm sorry. How much to tip? 15. I'm just gonna put what people are saying in chat and then do the allow multiple option thing. $8 for 20. The change, which is like 19 cents or so. Something like that. $413. That's a hell of a tip. $20. $50. All right, cool. Since tip went that high, tip 15%. 15%. This is like dollars, by the way. But you said the dollar store doesn't allow tips. It doesn't. I'm going to let you do this vote regardless because you want to. That being said, when I used to work at Randall's, hence why there's a Randall's in this game, when I used to work at Randall's, they had a strict no tipping policy. But one time I had to work Christmas Eve, and it was snowing, and I was a bag boy, and I had to take this little old lady's bag out to her car, and she was shivering, and she was like, "Here, take this $20 bill for a tip." And I normally would have argued with her, but I was like, nah, because otherwise she's going to have to, like, stand out in the cold and argue with me. So I got $20 and I just didn't even, like, bring it up. And guess what? I made 3 times as much money that hour. Munchie Buttons, thank you for the 28 months of support at the tier 3. Holy shit. Have you been at tier 3 the whole time? You have, haven't you? Like, since it became a thing. All right, it looks like you guys want to tip about $4.20. Oh, that's the skills. Where's the vote thing? There it is. All right, cool. You try and tip her $4.20. She says, This is the dollar store. We don't do tips here. Is there anything else that I can help you with? You attempt to be her friend. And make a little Valentine for Noah. Tip her. She has integrity. It's like her first week on the job. I insist. She's trying not to get fired. She's trying very hard not to get fired. There's security cameras all over the goddamn place. Please take. Push the money over. Give her the tip. Just leave $4.20 on the counter. Be nice. Take the fucking money. She's being watched. Do not fire. Do not bug people while they're working. You're like, we should be friends. Here's $4.20 weed. Blaze it. Don't get her fired. She says, I have to go stock things now. If you need anything, I will be around. And then she does a little, like, flip. She does a little thing. She walks off. This just flies away a bit. You decide to make your Valentine for Noah using the stickers you had. You have a little piece of, like, paper from your little notebook, and you kind of, like, work that out. Anything specifically you want to say in it? We're already checked out, so why are we still here? That's a good point. Go to Home Depot and buy a safe for all the money we just got is the next thing that's on the list. So I guess that's what's happening now. Give me one moment and I'll make sure that happens. I have no idea how much a safe is if anyone wants to check that while I get that going. There. You go to Home Depot. If you were a nose, I'd pick you. You're a QT. Your existence makes me believe in God. We might have to do a thing and figure out exactly what you guys want to say. All right, let me check and see how much safes are. Because I actually do not know. Home Depot safe. So it looks like you can get them for like... Depends on how big you want them and if you want them to be digital or not. Just small little ones that you could reasonably carry on you. Like, seem like they're $150. It's pretty cheap, actually. Like, that's probably heavier than you could actually carry. 150, 200, somewhere in that region. Tubular large floor. What the fuck is this? And you get those massive ones that are like whole, like as tall as a human being. Those are like 550. Well, thank you, Super. That's very kind of you. Big safe. It's big enough that a human could crawl into, which is now probably something you guys are going to attempt to do. 500. Small safe. Say 150. And no safe. Allow multiple answers, and then I'm gonna go and open up the poll thing to allow you guys to do other things if you'd like to. Yeah, don't hide in a safe. Safes are like airtight. Since Rev said that the money filled a 40-gallon bathtub, get 2 20-gallon trash cans and chains and padlocks to lock them. What the... Yeah? Buy flowers. Right, I choose you on the card. You just have, like, a piece of paper that you're adding stickers to. You guys didn't buy, like, a card for it, but you're making just, like, a nice little thing. All right, let's go ahead and add these onto there as well. Go ahead and close it out. Of the safe options, whichever one is higher between big safe, small safe, and no safe is the one that you guys will end up choosing. Buy flowers for Noah. Steal wood samples from Home Depot. Okay. Look around with the mirror. Head to Party City. There isn't a Party City here, so you can't do that. Buy flowers for Noah. I choose you. Buy the big safe and hand truck to go home with it. Yeah, you can rent trucks from Home Depot. Go home, get money, out of bath, and cleanse thyself. It's... Alright. Create. There we go. If we moved out of our last apartment, where our stuff end up? I don't have answers to these things. This is something that if you can convince chat to vote to call the previous apartment complex, that seems like good things to ask. That is a really interesting line of inquiry that you're going down. But And I agree that seems interesting, but chat does not seem to agree. Flowers for Noah is on there twice. Well, good thing I made it multiple choice. Should I do another poll for, like, what to write in the thing? Let's see. Does Home Depot sell mobile phones? I don't think so. All right, cool. I'll go ahead and keep voting on this one. And I will get another poll set up for what you want to write. Where's the link for the vote? There it is. Just linked it. Ultra Grunt, thank you for the 8 months of support. Been sub for 8 months already. I've been watching for 9. That's amazing. I'm glad you guys like this. I really am. Redemptions are now open, so you can do more things. Alright, so let's see how this is going while you guys decide to do things. What is this? Oh, one of those dolly things, right. Yeah, you can get that. So this is what to write on it. I also added I choose you on the card because that was one that was in the other poll, and I feel like is more relevant to this thing than the last one. Take me in church. Oh god, you guys are fucking thirsty. All right, look for employees. I'm gonna go ahead and pause redemptions so that way I can actually copy paste these in, and then I'll go ahead and see how the last one goes. Right, that my life would suck without you. Sook. Take me to church. It's a good Hoser song. You are my Eve. Okay. You make me Pog and then draw Pog Champ. Please like me. Draw a picture of us and Noah holding hands. Proverbs 18:24. A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there's a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Okay, cool. Sure. Alright, there's that poll. Let me look and see what, I literally searched Bible references on Google. PogChamp, but with Google or hard eyes. You guys are great. Alright, look around with mirror. Alright. So it looks like on the previous poll, while I wait for the results to come in on what you guys want to write in your, like, card, you guys want to look around with the mirror, buy flowers for Noah, and then buy a 40-gallon bathtub or a 2 20-gallon trash cans with chains and padlocks to lock them. And that got slightly more votes than a small safe, which is approximately the same price. Google, give me Bible pickup lines. Okay. I mean... you also... There was... see, someone did say they wanted to look around for... I mean, the employees are here. I just didn't bother to make them appear. I'm just going to make one appear. Here we go. There's one. And then you guys want to look around with the mirror. So let me do that. Wait, there we go. There we go. All right, cool. So you find a Home Depot employee who just walks up to you and says, "Home Depot, how may I help you today?" No.
which is your name? Home Depot. Takes a licking, keeps on ticking. Home Depot, Raid Shadow Legends. You start looking around with the mirror. For reference point, when you are looking in the mirror, I'm going to assume that, like, the image that you're seeing here is, like, you looking behind yourself with the mirror, because that's how mirrors work. Does that make sense? So there we go. Let me move the guy real quick. In the mirror, but not regularly, you just see blood everywhere. Just like fucking coating everything. The Home Depot employee does not seem to notice. Looking around regularly, you forget what you're looking for or what you were looking at, but there appears to be no blood here. The blood is pink because there's only two colors in this universe, and one is pink and the other one is teal. And pink made more sense, and it's Danganronpa blood. I'm aware. It's time for a class trial! Fucking hell. You didn't forget why you're here, you just forget that there's blood. Because you weren't looking at it. No, it's more splattered. There's just blood splattered everywhere on everything. Cyan, not teal. Okay, fair enough. Can we do the Junko pose in this game? I mean, yes. Did we get the trash bins? Yes. I should probably look up how much trash bins are. Trash bin. Home Depot. Shop heavy this stream. Holy fuck. They're like $100 Why the fuck are they that expensive? Like the ones you roll out to like the curb? Or do you mean just like the regular like whatever ones? You probably just mean the regular like gallon ones, right? Because you got the 96-gallon ones that are like expensive as shit. And the 64-gallon ones, those are the ones you roll out to the curb. But then you got like your regular like 10-gallon ones. And you guys wanted specifically two 20-gallon ones. Okay, so let me 20-gallon. Let's see if that's a thing. Okay, yeah. Like 20-gallon is like they're like 35, somewhere between like 17 and 35. Looks like 35 is fairly average. 46 is too much. Yeah, so two of those would be about $36 each. So or $35 each. 35 times 2, 70. Padlock. I have no idea how much that is. Padlock. $10. Chain. Okay, those. Holy fuck. For trash can. Okay. Can we buy some PC air cleaner and paper bags? No reason why. I mean, you could. So I'm just gonna say this whole situation costs like $100 for like the trash can thing. Is that still good with y'all, or would you rather do a different thing? Did I ever link this? I don't remember if I linked this one or not. You just have sites all the stores in this default open. This is TV shopping with no consequences, I guess. Get a heavy duty unpickable and then thick chains to keep. You linked it? Okay, cool. I'm going to do the first two on here. So you write Proverbs 18. Wait, is the PogChamp one catching up? Oh, it's getting close. So you do the Proverbs one, and then you draw a picture of you and Noah holding hands with little hearts, and then you put stickers all over it.
It's adorable of you guys. I'm gonna write that down because I've already forgotten which one that is. It's very cute. Proverbs 18:24, and then a picture of Noah and Noah holding hands. Okay, cool. And then $100 on the trash can thing. Let's see. Basic Windows stuff, skills. $100. I'm just gonna call it 100 because I do not feel like doing math right now. So you're down to 1,226.17. That was actually quite charming of you guys and not weirdly horny of you. $100 on trash cans, chains, and locks. All right, cool. So why don't I go ahead and open it up for you guys to make more decisions. The not cultist checks you out. There's new options for you to do things. Okay. I see the value in the multiple choice thing. All right. Looks like that's a good amount. Let's go ahead and copy paste that over. Attempt to touch blood. Ask the Home Depot employee for their name. Ask the not cultist if they see blood. Buy parts to reinforce the pipe. This is the pipe Bible combination that you've made. Find Noah. Tell him that we heard Darrell's house got broken into. Walk around the store while looking through the mirror. Sure. Buy cardboard to glue card onto. Sure. Ask employee about blood. Okay, that one I think is already on there. I'll go ahead and put / that because it's kind of the same thing. Have we marked Rebecca and Morgan in the notes? Yes. Noah has no idea that the breaking and entering happened. In fact, as far as you're aware, no one knows that. Though it's reasonable to assume that Darrell is aware that his house was broken into, considering you left it in a mess, and he probably went home at some point. But as far as you know, no one else knows about this. Vault. Do. Probably not tell anyone about the break-in. That's super sketch. That is a thing. All right. It looks like it's starting to calm down now, so let's go ahead and... Nope, still going. Hold up. Can the no option be go see Noah, and then once we're there, going... Sure. I would assume that's going to be one of the first things you attempt to do, though. But I'm going to assume that your first attempt is going, or first thing you're going to attempt to do is tell him about that.
All right. I think it's calmed down now. So it looks like the winning vote is to attempt to touch the blood that you see in the mirror like you did back at the motel. Attempting to do so does reveal that there are spots that feel differently than others in accordance to where you would expect the blood to be. Looking at it, you've forgotten what you were doing, but looking back at the mirror, you remember what you were doing, and you see the blood again. You walk around the store while holding the mirror. It appears that the entirety of the Home Depot is just fucking covered in what appears to be dried blood everywhere. There's just crusty blood everywhere in the store. I'm not going to go through the bother of having multiple different versions of this mirror, but you can just trust me when I say that. You ask the not cultists if they see the blood. He goes, "No. What are you talking about? Home Depot. God. Home Depot." You ask them for their name. He says, "My name is Jim. Home Depot. Breakfast of Champions." Write it down. You write down Jim's name. I need to start writing down what you're writing down as names. So Jim, Morgan, Michael. I believe you already had Michael written down, right? Wait, who? Wait, who? Who the fuck is Michael? Oh, Michael Roger. Okay, yeah, Roger's in there. Papyrus, thank you for the 3 months of support. Holy shit, thank you. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and clean these out real quick and see. Update your header, please. Still says D&D. D&D is as close as I can get. This game doesn't have a thing on Twitch, and it's the best I can do. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and open this up for you guys to decide to do things. Again. Roger and or Michael. Where can we get a clown costume? I don't know. I would assume your wardrobe at this point. Try to tip Jim. You guys are just like, as soon as you guys get money, you're just like, okay, show Jim mirror blood. Petition to Twitch to make a Town of Nowhere category. Just as soon as, like, you guys have money, you're like, everyone's getting this shit. You guys are such millennials. Taking care of your friends. Just be like, here's some money for no reason whatsoever. Have it. Shit's hard, my dude. Head back to the motel and start packing up the money. Investigate bank. Walk around town and staring at the mirror. You don't have a clown costume. Buy a place to buy hot Cheetos. I would assume Randall's would be the place that you could go. Eat the money. It's 20 gallons worth of money. There is no clown suit. You cannot wear a clown suit that you do not have and do not have access to. Tell Jim you love him. Okay. I never said you did. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Foxtrotty. Here's some money for no reason at all. Thank you. That's very millennial of you and very kind of you as well. When did I say you guys have one? High five, Jim. Make 20 gallons of current tea. P.
Okay, I feel like we've hit the limit of what needs to be done, so. Let's go ahead and allow multiple answers and put it up for vote. Literally 3 minutes ago. I literally do not remember that. Like, that's not even me, like, doing anything. Like, I just do not remember that. Rev explicitly said that you could not get one. Yeah, exactly. They don't have that. You could get one at, like, Party City if there was one, but there's not one. Oh, no, that was a diss. That wasn't, like, your wardrobe. That's not, like, No's wardrobe. I mean, like, specifically the person who keeps asking for, the wardrobe, like, in Mako's wardrobe. Not No's. Sorry if that was confusing. No does not own a clown costume. You do. $600 coffee points gone. You're a real clown, Rev. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the confusion. Alright. You decide to show Jim the blood mirror, or the mirror of blood things. He seems as concerned as anyone would be, because that's fucking weird. He says, that's odd. Home Depot. Taste the rainbow. Home Depot. Quality never goes out of style. Home Depot. I want my Home Depot. You then opt to walk around town staring at the mirror, and looks like after that, investigate the bank. So you say goodbye to Jim, giving him a high five on the way out, because that actually had one more vote than investigating the bank. So, like, and you leave. You show him, like, weird blood that doesn't appear to be there, and then wander out the door. I'm gonna go ahead and make the mirror go away for now. Let's see. Character portraits. You go away. People. Bank was one of the things that was like the top one. I assume you guys could check anywhere along the way from here to the bank as well. So you head over towards the bank. The bank is... Oh, hold up. Let me switch out the music. Music, quote unquote. Nope. There it is. You head over to the bank. It's completely warded off with caution tape and police lines. The doors are locked, and Roger is wandering around the inside. Legitimate bank. It's a bank firm here in Austin, completely, totally, legitimately. I'm gonna open up redemptions for you guys to decide to do things. And just because you guys said you wanted to check while you were wandering around, you decided to check the mirror in this location as well. Nothing of value shows up on the mirror at the bank. Roger is inside the building. Okay. Is the bank a bilf? Okay, I'm gonna go and close off things. Put a sticker on his face. Leave trash cans outside and praise. Okay, right, because you bought the things. Did I? I took that money from you. Just making sure I did. Sneak into bank. It's a completely legitimate, normal thing to do in the occasion that it's, you know, completely locked up and there's police tape on it, but sure. Ask what happened. Do not get arrested. That is going to depend on every other option that you've chosen to do here. Go into bank. Okay. Allow multiple options, and here you go. Who has a building fetish? Chat. Chat wants to fuck everything. Like, literally everything that I put on screen, they're like, I want that. I want it in me. Chat does. How many streams of this have there been so far? This will be stream 6. There is, however, Moobot just linked a poll or a series of like summary videos, so that way you guys can kind of catch up in case if you missed them. I would really, really recommend that you not only watch the previous streams, but watch them carefully. It took I think about 3 streams for you guys to notice the blood that I mentioned previously. So there's other shit that you guys have not mentioned or noticed that was brought up and or not brought up and just sort of let happen. And that was a thing. So the summary is good to catch you up to what chat is aware of, but everything else is left on the cutting room floor. Vine blind, but for chat, yes. Blind to everything but Noah and fucking buildings. No, that's not me saying an expletive. That's me actually explaining what you're trying to do to them. The blood was in, I think it was the 2nd or 3rd stream, yeah. It was mentioned, and then chat was like, alright then. Anyway, continuing on. You cross the police tape and go up to the front door of the bank. You knock on it to get the attention of Roger because you can't get in because the door is locked. And Roger comes to the window because it seems like you want to ask what happened, but simultaneously not get arrested, but also go in the bank. Okay. Those are some interesting things that just happened there. There we go. Roger comes to the door of the bank and opens it a crack. We're dealing with a situation here. I'm gonna ask that you go ahead and all leave, and unless if you have something you want to add or explain, the bank appears to have been robbed. Thank you for the 100 bits there, fake wizards. Actually, I was about to go and see you. Where were you last night? I'm gonna go ahead and open up, where were you last night, approximately, 10 p.m., we'll say. The correct answer to this is at Home Depot hanging out with the cultists. I'm going to let you guys decide what you want to do. The poll is open again for you guys to choose things, but that is the correct answer in case if you were questioning. Home the bank. Power move. Just be like, I robbed the bank. Absolutely the fucking dumbest thing to do. But okay, 16 things are in. Let me go ahead and add those real quick. The bank, Home Depot. But it's pronounced Home Depot. Run. I'm assuming that's command, not where you were. Home Depot clarifying that we got a job there. At work, which again would be Home Depot effectively. I'm just gonna delete that one and we'll know that Home Depot. Well, actually, no, because you could be saying at work and then not specify where you work. It could be like the bank. I work at the bank now. Even though anyone who works at the bank would absolutely know that is not the correct answer. All right. Home Depot hanging out with the cultists. You did specifically, he did specifically see him. You guys saw each other when you headed home. You'll never take me alive. Home Depot, leave out the cult part. Okay. Went to the bank, withdraw my money with an M1911 purchased the previous day. Okay, that's a lie, but sure. For just clarification, you do not have a gun, and that will get you arrested if you say that you walked into the bank with a gun. Make it explicit that it was a cult. I just copy pasted what other people said. So, what is our bluff check? It depends on how stupid you are. No, it was random bills that you had in your bathtub. Cults aren't illegal in Texas. We have 3 ints. You're very convinced that you had a clown outfit for like 30 minutes there. The int seems fine. It's hard to differentiate, honestly. I just found $200,000 under my couch. Yeah, I was thinking explicitly of the time that you guys ate dirt for no reason. So there's that. Is there even a prison in this town? There is directly next door, the police office. Yeah, you guys tried to eat dirt to learn more about trees, which I'm going to assume that if you asked any legitimate, like, tree person about that they would completely be like, nah, that's not a thing. So there's that. Home Depot clarifying that we got our job there. I don't know what a person who works on trees is called. We might do a quick BRB after this interaction is over. Home Depot clarifying that we got a job there, finishing up some deep business at Home Depot. You saw me walk back to my motel. Home Depot asked the employees. Kevin Hungry Spy, thank you for the 34 months of support. Deposit the big muns. The bank is currently closed because it was robbed. 5 at best. Yeah, that wasn't a very good one, I'll admit. Arborist? Yeah, it's probably arbologist. That seems right. Had some nice base, but yeah. So you say Home Depot. I got a job there. I was just finishing on up because we had some, late night closing stuff that we needed to do. And then, I mean, you even saw me walk back to my motel room last night. Home Depot. Ask the employees. They'll corroborate that. He says, all right. I admit I did see you last night. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and ask them. Now, if I ask them and they say something else, what do you think is going to happen there? You stick around in town, all right? He leaves, closing the door behind him and locking it. All right. How about we do a I'm going to do another poll on what you guys want to do now. And then you're still carrying around chains and a trash can or two and a lock, which is weird and suspicious, but not weird enough to really make note of, apparently. What happened the last 10 minutes? They successfully bluffed their way out of an interaction. And then I'll go ahead and open the poll. Go to the bathroom after we get some stuff done. Let you guys decide what you want to do next. The chains and locks are in her backpack. Sure. Okay. Fair enough. You didn't bluff. That actually was the truth. You were at work. You do have technically a job, and you're suspicious on how you get paid now. Break in and rob the bank. We're already a suspect anyway. Finish making Valentine card for Noah. What else needs to be added to it? Whatever you do, try to be normal and not suspicious for once. Deliver the Valentine card to Noah and put your phone number on it. You don't have a phone, but okay. Go play Spin the Fago with Noah before you go, to jail. Go back to the hotel room and hide as much of the money as possible. Go buy a phone. Where do you buy a phone? Tape money to card for Noah. If that one wins, we'll pick out like an amount as well. Give the money back somehow? Is that even an option? I mean, let me just put it like this. If someone was like, someone's robbed the bank, and you go, wow, that's fucking weird. Anyway, how about I just give you guys $200,000 and you guys don't think about it? And like, I'm not going to say that that's like, not suspicious in of itself, but, sure. Buy one of those shitty prepaid phones? Okay, so that's what that'll mean. Those have, like, exorbitant prices, but it would give you a phone number and a phone to use, which was something that was requested several times to go and, like, call your old place, your old apartment. I'm going to assume that you could find a phone book, which is the most boomerish of books. Like, every other book that exists is, like, a legitimate book that even millennials would use to some degree or another. But I feel like the yellow pages are just exclusively a boomer thing. So I'm going to go ahead and put up a BRB. But simultaneously, I'm also going to allow this poll to be up so you guys can just spam it to each other. Creative WizKid, thank you for the 8 months of support. Can we access the internet or find a phone book at the library? That would be smart. Yeah, sure. We could go with that. Prepaid phones aren't expensive. I bought mine for 10 and the starter card is 20. Okay, I've never looked into it. I'll be honest. I've just heard that they're expensive. How viable is a phone book for a vibe check? Well, it's not a Bible, so it wouldn't be really a vibe check. You'd probably want to come up with a different term for it. But I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. Give me like a 2-minute break to do that, and then you guys can get back to it. Do whatever you feel like doing. Keep that post going in chat, and go ahead and, yeah, just keep linking it. There it is. BRB. All right, I believe we're back or about to be. Yeah, we're about 18 seconds out. I'm going to go and transfer this back while we do that. All right, let me go and clean out the options that were there. And then I want to see what you guys ended up choosing. It looks like you guys oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. If you guys actually, like, linked it again and you weren't a sub, it would probably... I'm really sorry to anyone who got timed out. It's only for 10 seconds. You will be back in a second. I'm really fucking sorry. I will make sure not to do another poll for the next 10 seconds. I'm sorry. Okay. It looks like the last one I saw in chat who got timed out said that I got timed out. I'm sorry. I completely forgot about that. So let's see. Go buy a phone, deliver the Valentine's card to Noah, and put your phone number on it. I would assume it would go in order like that. You would get a phone, then you would put your phone number on the card. Finish making the Valentine's Day card. Whatever we do, try and be normal and not suspicious for once. I feel like that all goes together fairly well. You go buy a phone, which apparently is about $30 for the starter card and for the thing. Right? And then it says finish making your card and then put your thing on it. Okay, cool. All right. Got it. Okay, so I believe Randall's has them. I don't know if Home Depot does. Suspicious is normal for us. There's a certain amount of truth there, I'll be honest. You head over to the Randall's. Let's see. Interiors. And characters. Pop, pop. Mary, what the fuck are you doing down there? Hold up. Sorry. This just happens, and I'm not sure why. It's something that I'm doing that causes them to just, like, float off the screen. Anyway, you decide to go to Randall's to buy a phone because I believe that's where you would get one. You deliver the Valentine... Well, okay, you'd have to have one in order to... Alright, so... She drank so much Lipton, she fell through the UI. She's attempting... Okay. Mary stares at you suspiciously because last time that you talked to her, you did assault her some. Darrell looks fucking dead. The store looks acceptable. Considering it was ravaged yesterday, it looks okay. You decide to go and buy a phone. on top of other things for $30. I'm going to go and take that out of your account right now. And then I've opened it up so that way you guys can decide to do other things. Ravenge it more. Okay, that's an option. That is definitely something you could decide you wanted to vote to do. I've been informed that a prepaid phone is $30. I will assume that this is the correct amount. I was looking at the thing like, why aren't there new things coming in? It's like, no, idiot. You actually have to copy paste them over yourself. They don't just go into the poll. It'd be really sweet if it did. All right. Let's see. We got 6 answers so far. Comfort Noah, or Comfort Darrell, buy chocolates for Noah. Download Raid Shadow Legends on new phone. I'm pretty sure that the cheapo, like, prepaid phones do not have the ability to run Raid Shadow Legends with hundreds of unique heroes. And if you use this exclusive code right now, I'm never getting a Raid Shadow Legends deal. Ask Darrell, Wally the Long Face. Buy Pride Flag for this phone case. We'll have to specify what kind, but I would assume either buy or trans flag, because those are what you've painted your... have some tea. I'm going to add an extra A in there. Give Darrell a sticker. Give him like $30 to ease this pain, not like this. Buy some Cheetos and sweet Arizona tea. Tip Mary and Darrell both $500. Need to get rid of the evidence. Nothing says not suspicious. Buy a clown phone case. All right. Allow multiple poll answers. All right. All right. Create poll. And copy paste poll. Alrighty. I feel like most of the stream has been shopping. With all of the money that you have. We already drank the tea and then immediately broke into Darrell's house. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, that happened. And it wasn't weird at all. I've never been much of a mobile gamer, but I forget the things, everything you know about mobile games. Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you for bringing that up, Gamzeet. I've never been much for mobile games, but when I'm waiting for my renders to happen, I've gotta upload videos to YouTube because I do that full time. When they give me and then I have the game. Would chat like to look into the mirror here? People are forgot to put it in the thing, but a couple of people have mentioned it. I'll go ahead and just throw that one out there. I'll just ask every now and then. If you guys want to, just let me know. Yep, okay. Cool. Go ahead and make this go away. Go ahead and keep voting, by the way, if you haven't already. You check the mirror. You spin around facing the opposite direction from Darrell and Mary to look into the mirror. You look into the mirror and do not see anything out of the ordinary.
I don't think there's any way to look into a mirror in a way that doesn't make you look weird. Try to remove mirror from wall. You're holding it. It's not attached to the wall. Mary looks exactly like she normally does. If we're talking about nothing out of the ordinary, nothing that you haven't already seen before is there. You put the mirror away because you don't see anything. Alright, looks like you guys want to try and buy a pride flag phone case. Surely someone has gone through the trouble of making a pride flag phone case. But they're all for, like, iPhone and Android. They don't make flip phone ones really anymore. And none of them really fit. You could instead use stickers to, like, bootleg it. But it doesn't appear that anyone makes ones that are specifically for your type of phone that you have. But you have a nice flip phone now. Just glue it on. Just bootleg it. You've got plenty of stickers. You could just, like, sticker ones together. Sticker pride flag. Well, you don't have a sticker for a pride flag. I don't think they'd sell that at a dollar store. But you could, like, get a pink sticker, and then a white sticker, and then a blue sticker, and you can put them on there. Or you could ask Raymond. That's another good idea. Can we buy the paint and do it ourselves? Sure. You give Darrell a sticker. He looks at you. What the fuck are you doing? I've had the worst goddamn day. Do you think a fucking sticker's gonna make that better? If you need help finding anything, let me know. I'm trying to clean up after yesterday. Someone broke into my house and stole all my stuff. I don't want a sticker. You attempt to comfort Darrell, but he just glares at you in that shut the fuck up and get out of here look. He walks off, unwilling to, like, talk to you any further. Mary approaches. Hi, have you heard about the wonderful taste of yeah, would you like some Lipton tea? I have some here on free trial today. You decide you want to buy some chocolates for Noah as well. Darrell left before you can ask if there's anything you can do to help. His answer would probably be no. Kindly fuck off, Mary. I'm just gonna make a poll. Would you like tea? Yes. No. There's no reason. It's binary choice, so it's just yes or no. You've already had the tea once. It was just a subpar cup of tea because it's Lipton tea. You know, when I'm having a get-together with me and my friends, I bring them over to my place, and I make sure that I have a nice, refreshing drink for them. And what better to go with a nice gelatin mold but Lipton tea? Check the tea in the mirror. You check the tea in the mirror. You look weird for doing that. It's still tea. Nothing out of the ordinary appears. This is not a King Diamond album. Chad decides to decline having any tea. Or is it? No, it's not. It's not tea. Pray to the ghost of Armand. That's not what's happening here. There's just tea here. You decide to not have tea. She looks a little bit sad, but says, okay. Should we update our stats at this point? Which stats have I not updated? Let's see. On person, Kevin,
Raymond rep, Noah rep, vibe check, smartass, horticulture, reputation, can-do attitude. We'll go ahead and bump that up to 100. You're fine. And wellness, we can bump that up to 100 as well. Thank you for reminding me. Has our reputation changed with none of the people that you've interacted with? No. But you don't have specific... Oh, that? Yeah. You know what? 69. Nice. We have a phone now. Does that give us better sex appeal? Let's see. What was the last one? Okay, and then you guys wanted to buy chocolates for Noah. Darrell is not about to buy chocolates from, but you were supposed to do that before attempting to comfort him, but after giving him a sticker. So I'm going to say that you're able to do that. How much money would you like to spend on chocolate? Are we going like Hershey's chocolate, or are we going like the fancy kind with like coconut in it? Are flip phones sexy? There's something like kind of retro and neat about them. I'm thinking about getting a new phone soon. Probably not a flip phone. $10, $20, $20. Fancy. This is Randall's. You're not getting really fancy stuff there. Noah eats people. That is a solid point. Noah is a Winnebago who cannot eat effectively. He ate the cake at the church. Okay. He will hate this. Okay, how about I do a poll rather than just say, what do you guys want to do? Is he allergic to anything like nuts? He's functionally not able to eat. How much do you want to spend on chocolate? Let's go 10. I saw 10 quite a bit. 20. 0 because it's not effective. 1,000 I saw show up in chat. Yeah, I can't pronounce Winnebago correctly. You wanted to buy flowers. Can he taste? No. I mean, I guess he can. I don't know. Doesn't really do anything for him. I guess he could taste it, but it doesn't help. Any other amounts that you'd like to add to the amount? All right, why don't we just go with those amounts? Those are reasonable amounts to spend on chocolate. Wait, are there balloons in the store? Yeah, this store has those small little balloons. You can get Darrell to inflate a balloon or two for you if you'd like. There's another poll for you if you'd like. Someone said 1,000. I saw it as an option. A casual $1,000 on chocolate at a regular middle class grocery store. Go ahead and link it one more time just to be sure. You cannot get a balloon animal from Randall's. They don't sell those here. This is like the only time that I've told you guys no is when it comes to buying things that don't exist. Improve Darrell's mood with arson. Our card is kind of overtly or vaguely romantic. Yeah, it's Proverbs, what was it? 18:24, apparently. Something about, like, a true friend is, you know, someone close by. I don't remember the exact wording. Okay, it appears that you guys want to spend $0 on chocolate. Is there anything else that you would like to do here at the store? I'm just asking generally. If people say yes, there are things you want to do, I'll actually make it so that way people can redeem things. But, balloons? Okay. I'll go ahead and open up redemptions. I'm going to go ahead and put balloons on the list. That long thing that was said. Also, if you guys want to go somewhere else, this would be a time to do that. Buy him a nice teddy bear. Buy a chocolate-covered flesh and balloons. Well, you can't buy chocolate-covered flesh. I don't think you'd probably go to Hot Topic for that. Or something. The Eddard Gein outlet store. He didn't really eat people, though, did he? Small. Also, I should mention this while this is happening. There have been several people asking if I'll do a panel at TMG over the Town of Nowhere. I would want to see numbers for this go up a bit in order to justify that. I'm gonna pause redemptions. Also, bribe Justin. Okay. And then there is God, I forget his name. I think it was Legend was saying to call now that you have a phone, I'm gonna put it on the thing again. Called old apartment, ask about cat. We'll go with that. If you want a panel for TMG for this, oh, I forgot to allow for multiple options. Fuck. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna have to redo this. Call, ask about cat. That's gonna be to the I mean, the thing is, like, for me, I'd want to make sure that if I set up a thing like that, or if I, like, you know, I think paid to get a room like that, I would like to make sure that enough people would actually show up to make it worth. And also for my own pride and honor, like, I would not like to give a speech to an empty room. I'm already nervous enough about giving speeches in front of, like, rooms with people in them. I'm going to remake the poll this time with the multiple choice thing. I'm sorry. All right. And there we go. All right. All right, cool. A panel would be really nice, especially if you can live stream. I do not know if I can or not. Like, the internet there, I don't recall being particularly great. I would definitely make sure it was recorded, in the very least. You'd have a sermon. I had to do research about the Episcopalian Church and how it came about. For the sake of this stream. And looked into how to do proper Episcopalian ministry. So there's that. Apparently we're number 2 on D&D. Well, welcome, everybody. There's that. This is as close to D&D as I can, or this is, you know, closer to D&D than anything else on the list of things. It's sort of my homebrew D&D Twitch integration thing. You deserve a room. You're underrated, my dude. Well, thank you. And go ahead and throw the cat thing on there just because Legend wanted that to be a thing. Legend, I recall that was you asking about that. You have a phone now. What was specifically what you wanted to ask about? right. Looks like it's slowing down. I'm going to link it one more time just to be sure. I think I would probably, like, cry if I saw Town of Nowhere cosplayers. Like, if there were, like, significant number of them. It was like, hey, listen, do we have cast up before we moved out? If we had a relative or a friend take our stuff when we move, maybe we can call them instead. I'm already, like, just excited and happy about how this has been going. Downloading files says eat dirt, jerk off, so there's that. I'm just really happy about how this community has treated this. All right, so you decide you're gonna go ahead and call your previous place that you lived at and ask if you know, they knew anything about your cat and anything like that. The phone rings for a minute and someone picks up eventually after you get one of those, like, little dial things where it's like, it's sort of like Mozart or whatever, but it's also like the most distorted thing ever, and it's cutting in and out. It's just like completely unhearable, like any normal, like, waiting tone. And eventually someone picks up and they're like, hey, this is Golden Apartments. I didn't just choose that name because there's golden paint next to me. Can I, what can I help you with? You explain your need to find anything about your cat. They say, oh yeah, yeah, no, we had to, you know, you don't have a cat. I don't remember any cat. Is there anything else you wanted to know? Why did you call and ask if you had a cat? Don't you know whether or not you've got a cat? While you're doing this, you start looking for heart-shaped balloons to attach to the card. And then... But do they have any, like, cat litter or junk? I mean... Yeah, I mean, I guess you might have had a cat, but I didn't ever see it. I mean, you had the stuff for a cat, like cat litter. Cat box. Were you hiding a cat from us? We told you couldn't have cats. This is a no pets apartment complex. You hang up, I guess. Are we a cat person? Everyone in chat is like, hang up. So you hang up, not gaining really any new information. Let's see. You get some heart-shaped balloons and attach them to the card. I don't know how much those are. I'm going to assume like $10. You go find Darrell, who walks up to the counter and checks out your heart-shaped balloons. Is there anything else I can help you with? I have nothing but fucking time to help you with this. Sorry, just tired. Stayed up all night answering questions. Tip him. You want to apologize to Darrell? Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and make another poll, because people are conflicted on what they want to do. Several people are saying tip him. Tip time. If you want to tip him, say tip him and the amount you want to tip him. So that way, if people want to tip him, they can make a an answer to do that. There you go. Redemptions are available again. Go ahead and do it. Well, I mean, like, you know, use the redemption things. Tip him 1,000. Okay, that's generous. That is a 100% tip. No, 1,000%. No. What would that be? Like 100? Yeah, that would be a 100% tip, right? No. Fuck, I can't do math. It'd be at 1,000% tip. No, wait. 1,000 would be if it were $1. It'd be 100% to make it exactly $10. So it'd be like an $1,000 or 1,000% tip, right? How much does the total cost? You spent like $10 on balloons. All right, I went ahead and tell him to stop being such a selfish loser. Okay. Sorry about your situation. Ask Darrell for relationship advice. Give him our number and tell him to call if we need him. Tip him $86.17. That's a weirdly specific amount. Tip him 69 cents. Tip 50, don't say anything. Tip him 100. Mysteriously break back into his house and give him his shit back. Well, you ate some of his food this morning, so that's not a thing you can do. $69. Rob him for $10. Tip $10. I believe $10 is already on the list. No, it's not. All right, cool. Is there anywhere else you'd like to go? I guess we'll do that after this. Be thinking about where you guys want to go after this. That way I can have that poll happening as well. But here's this. The title is required. Cool. Copy and paste. There you go. And I'm going to go and open up redemptions for a second poll. This one is, what do you guys want to do after this? Follow the irrational urge to go back to the crime scene. Download Cookie Run to our phone. I have no idea what that is. I don't play a lot of mobile games. But I really like Sweet Legends. It's a game. Free legend with the promo code. See, here's the deal. Like, they don't even have to, like, as much as I joke that they, like, should give me a sponsorship, they have no reason to at this point. What happened to the polls before this? I'm dumb. What do you mean? You do have a flip phone. You can just call people now. Alright, I'm going to go and pause this, and the poll before this had a go to Noah as the next option. Oh, okay. Well, shit. Home Depot sponsorship. I don't know how much they would enjoy what I've made Home Depot. Employees that know nothing about working at Home Depot and just say corporate slogans at you. I don't know as if Home Depot would be like, yeah, that's great. I just like using Home Depot because it's a place that, like, you already have, like, a pre-established understanding of. It's the exact opposite of the, like, what if you're in a coma thing. It's like, no, things are just magic here. Like, that's the only spoiler that I'm going to give you, is that you're not in a coma. None of that bullshit. Like, I hate that. It's such a fucking coward move to be like, oh, well, none of this was real. You were just in a coma the whole time. You're a coward if you do that. You say, sorry about your situation. You give him your new phone number, and tell him that if he needs anything to call you. Your son's not looking into a snow globe. It's not a simulation. It's none of that shit. We're not doing that. Calling out over the garden wall. Yeah, I didn't like that about over the garden wall. Spoilers. I really hate it when stories are like, magic exists in this universe, and they're like, nah, never mind, it's not real. Your life is literally just boring bullshit, and you have to go pay taxes and go get groceries and all of that shit. You know, I hate that. Rosdower, thank you for the 10-minute or 10. You know what? 10 minutes of support. Yes, that's what that says. Not months, but 10 minutes of support. It's like the exact opposite of what I normally do, where it's like 10 billion years of support, and it's like, nah, 10 minutes. All right. Noah time. Give Noah his Valentine stuff. Find Noah and give him his presents. And, all right, cool. So it seems like a majority of things seem to suggest that you guys want to go see Noah. You leave and go find Noah. I'm going to assume you go to church because, I mean, I don't know where else you would go to find Noah. Let's see. Boop. Boop. And then places. Church. Boop. Boop. There we go. Whip. There we go. You're at church. Noah's closing up for the day. You have your balloons, and you've got your card, and you've got a sweat on your brow, and you're here. And it seems like you guys want to give him his gifts. So you hand him the stuff. I'm going to open up the redemption so you guys can decide to do other things if you want to. But he thanks you immediately because you're giving him things. Be cool, be cool. I've opened up redemptions if you guys want to do anything with that. Backflip and joy. Suck his toes. Oh, why did I let you do this? Clown sexily. Just smile him. Be cool. No, be cool. Rev wide pose at Noah as you give him the gifts. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just add these into the thing real quick. All right. It's getting late in the day, I should mention, because I've been streaming for a bit. Ask him out. Just smile at him. Rev wide at him. Tell him you need to talk about the Home Depot cult. Allow multiple choice. Click that now. Be cool. No, be cool. No, that's like a self command, isn't it? Tell Noah Darrell's house and see if he can get a fundraiser going. This is one that's been up a couple of times. Tell him we cherish his companionship. Okay. If we were giving him Valentine's Day stuff, wouldn't that mean the town of nowhere is taking place right now? I'm just sort of like, time happens. It's Thursday. Of what month? I don't know. It's just happening. This is not relevant, really, what month it is. Just that it's Thursday. And Thursday is relevant because your library books are due on Wednesday and rent is due on Saturday. All right. Here is a poll. If you can remember who to pay rent to, that is. All right. Wednesday is next week. Yeah, it's a whole week from now. So if you guys want to give him Christmas gifts or Valentine's Day gifts, sure. I mean, listen, if you walked up to someone in the middle of July and handed them a Valentine's gift, it would be a little weird just because it's not Valentine's Day, but otherwise it's fine. Right? I command it to be Valentine's Day. I don't think that's how it works. Tell him we cherish his companionship. Seems to be the top one. Followed by, it's still coming in. This one's an important one to y'all, so I'm going to let it go a little bit longer. Y'all don't know, well, okay, if you were the one who broke the window in the first place, so you should probably not know about it. Well, no, he did tell you that someone broke into his house, but not specifically through the window. It takes a little while to read all the options. It's important. Once the votes stop trickling in, I'll go ahead and do it. Hey, give me 1 minute, y'all. Keep voting. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. BRB. All right, I'm back. let's see how that vote went. Let's see. Currently at the top is tell him that you cherish his companionship and say Happy Valentine's Day. Followed by telling him that Darrell's house got broken into and see if the church can start a fundraiser to get the window repaired for the sake of building a community. He says, "Oh, thank you. It's very nice. Can we just cover the okay, how about not window, but just fair enough. Thank you. I hadn't heard about Darrell's situation. I'm sure we can do something for him. He seems like he's been having a hard time recently. I need to head home now, but thank you for the gift." With that, he leaves. It comes back. You're still coming on Sunday, correct? Cool. Yeah. Of course, yes. Okay. No question. Okay, good. I will see you then. He leaves. It's starting to get late at night now. I should mention. Let me go ahead and put up another poll. Let you guys decide what you're going to do. But he seemed to enjoy your gift. Have fun writing that sermon. Oh, I know. I know it. I have to write another sermon. Rep increase. Yeah, I should probably increase your reputation with him some. Give me a second. You guys go and redeem what you want to do next with the coffee points. No reputation. We'll bring that up to like 85. That was very nice of you. Abby, now's not the time. Go somewhere else. I got a stream. Yeah. Celebratory dab, victory in the graveyard. It's just a graveyard. It's just... Thank you, sweetheart. Celebratory dab. Head back to the motel. You are still like carrying around a couple trash cans. Go to the Home Depot and commune with the Home Depot god. Drag our trash cans back and hide. Check the church in the mirror. I'll just do that. Mirror the scene. Hide the money. Post about it on our live journal. Okay. Use mirror on graveyard. Okay. Since you're already at... So I'm just going to assume that, like, you guys can just tell me at any point we'd like to use the mirror here. And if you're already at the location, I'll just do it. But if you're at the location, or if you're not at the location, you have to go to it. So that's why I'm putting use mirror on graveyard. Now. Oh, I didn't lock the request. Shit. Use mirror on Noah. Noah's gone, so you can't really mirror it. Divine the source of evil. That's more of... I mean, like... That's like solve the mystery. Like, what? No? Use the mirror on the church. Nothing out of the ordinary appears. No weird stuff that you didn't see. Noah is not in the available region for you to look at, so you can't check Noah. All of those other things you can do. check in the church windows. Same situation inside the church. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. You can look at the floor where he stood, sure. No blood appears anywhere in the general vicinity using the mirror. Is this a mirror or a window? This is a mirror. You're turning around and using it. The edges around the mirror are meant to represent the inconsistencies with what you see in the mirror versus what you see really. So if there's blood splatter that looks like it should continue to the left or right, but doesn't, it probably does continue to the left or right, but you can't see it beyond that. If that makes sense. Alright, so in order, it looks like go to the graveyard is on here a couple of times, along with take our trash cans home and check the graveyard. So you go to the graveyard. Graveyard. Pop. You go to the graveyard and use the mirror. Nothing of note happens. You do a celebratory dab because that interaction with no is actually fairly smooth and not fucking stupid. Like you kind of expected it to be. And like I expected it to be. With that, you drag your trash cans home to the motel room. Once I find it, you will be doing that. Cool. Why is that happening? Ah, there it is. You go back to the motel room. You've got your trash cans available and your chains. You go back and you start trying to hide your money in the trash cans in order to lock it up using the cheap, weird system for doing things. I completely forgot about the trash cans, so I just assumed that you left them outside whenever you went inside somewhere. I don't know. Fuck it. Right? That was my bad. That I forgot they existed. So you lock all the money up into the trash cans, and then you lock the trash cans with the chains. So no one but the most, like, I don't know, determined person with a pair of X-Acto knives could possibly get through the trash cans. You said there was no blood in the general vicinity. Was there anything else? No, there was nothing out of the ordinary. All the stuff that you saw, like, I will make sure that the mirrors appear to be as accurate as possible. I'm going to go ahead and open up the redemptions. Right, tainted grain samples, property of USDA, do not tamper. And then, okay, that's a thing you could do. Did we check the blood for roads? While wandering home, I guess you could do that. You didn't see anything, like, on the street itself. Oh, right, I forgot you put your phone number on it. You have actual food. You don't need to eat money. I think we might want to call it after this scene. Mako. Okay. That clown costume is your clown costume that I say that you have in your house, not one that No owns. God, this is a problem.
We don't need to eat the money, but we can eat the money. Okay, fair enough. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause redemptions and go ahead and copy-paste these in. I am going to say nothing as far as the clown stripper situation goes. It is really not something I care too much about what No's previous job is, or their sexual orientation, age, or gender. Like, none of that really matters to me. Alright, allow multiple answers, create poll, and there we go. I think you guys as a community need to make that decision. If you guys aren't already aware, there is a, should probably change the sound effects to, there we go. Look at self in mirror. You guys want to check the mirror here? I mean, you already know that there's going to be shit here because you've already seen it in the other mirror, but you're able to, so I might as well let you. You check the mirror in the motel room. There is blood in exactly the spot that you would expect that you did not see before. Well, you did see before in the mirror in the bathroom, but now you see it more clearly in the mirror here. That is not the ritual blood. That is the other blood that you were only able to see in the mirror that you found out about previously. Mostly shopping, Akira. Can we shower now? You opt to take a shower. It was nice. You feel less stinky now. It's refreshing to take a shower every now and then. You check to see what's on TV, but it doesn't really appear that there's anything good on TV. Nothing about this is suspicious. That's just how hotel or motel TVs are. You decide to write tainted grain samples property of USDA. Do not tamper on the bins and draw the biohazard symbol. This is not suspicious in any weird way at all. Put the cans somewhere in here that doesn't look horribly suspicious as much as possible. You attempt to make the USDA grain cans that you have not look suspicious randomly placed in your room. Either they are grain samples or they're trash cans. Either way, they're chained up in your room. So, there's that. That's not suspicious at all. Someone mentioned that they'd like to check and see where the blood trail goes. Give me 1 minute. There we go. Well, there we go. You check the door. There's blood on the door as well. I just didn't put it on there. But there is blood on either side of the door as well. Does our phone have a camera? No. It's the most basic phone ever. The main reason... Okay, so I'm going to be real with you guys. The reason I didn't put blood on the door as well is because, like, it's in a separate layer. And so I'd have to, like,
put it on this, and if I wanted to open and close the door, then I couldn't, and that would be awkward. The last thing that's on here is to decorate your room with stickers and wait by your phone for Noah to call. I just wanted to clarify that because, like, there's a lot of weird shit going on. And I want to make sure that you guys know what is and is not intentional. Did you ever put pride stickers on your phone? You didn't have any to do that with, but you can put stickers in such a way that it appears to be a pride flag, because they don't sell pride flag stickers probably at the dollar store. Like, that's more of a, they'd have to make like an active decision to do something outside what is safe for marketing, and I don't know as if the dollar store has done the marketing research to determine whether or not that's safe. Keep following the blood trail. Okay, I'll go ahead and let me clear off the old ones. Let's see. You open the door to check and see if there's any blood outside. I guess. Is there anything else you'd want to do? Before we wrap up for the night? Because I do think we need to do that. Take a piss. Customize your contact ringtones. You don't have anyone's phone numbers yet to do that with, but as soon as you could, put stickers in notebook. Sure. We can follow the blood trail later. The blood trail does not lead outside. This is just in your doorway to your motel room. Sticker room and phone case. Update journal. We haven't and want to add some stickers. Okay. Take a peek outside with our mirror. Okay. Use regular rainbow sticker. You know what? That's pretty fucking close. That's fair. That is close. Yeah. Once you get someone's phone number, you could add that. Also, how did you get the weird accent mark on the P? What the fuck accent mark is that? All right. I think we're probably getting to the end of the stream because people are running out of points to use. And we have been going for almost 3 hours, and my throat is a little bit raw. So let's do these things and go from there. Update the journal. Take a mirror, peek outside with the mirror. Download Sonic 1 for our flip phone. It absolutely exists. I had it as a teen. Okay. Check and see if there's anything we don't recognize or remember in the notebook. And feel around on the floor door. Okay. Allow for multiple poll answers. Pause redemptions. And copy. And paste. There you are. Should probably actually make this thing flash for once. I'm gonna shut the door, by the way. If we consult the elder gods next time, we gotta ask them why our cat got blinked if it was the only thing affected within this town. Says legend. Alright. Votes are still coming in. I'm gonna go and link it again, just to be sure.
What is the best day of the week for y'all for me to do this, by the way? I would assume that any song that you get for your flip phone would probably just be one of those MIDI ones. I assume those like flip phones that you get from the store are exactly like the flip phones that I just had as a kid. Thursday Fridays is good. Every day. Okay, I can't write that fast. Fridays and Sundays usually. All right, well, it couldn't be Friday this week because Valentine's Day is tomorrow. I will be streaming tomorrow, but I'll be streaming a little bit earlier. Tilda has work until like 7 Central Standard Time, give or take. I want to be done before she gets home, so that way I can just hang out with her because it's Valentine's Day, obviously. That, you know. So I'll probably be streaming something kind of chill tomorrow, just that way I can just stop at any given moment. Either Apex or Hollow Knight, one of the two. I don't know how the next season of JoJo is going to be. I will record it next chance I get. I have not had a chance. There will not be JoJo tomorrow, and I'm sorry about that. You update the journal with anything you haven't, and add some stickers. As well as check to see if there's anyone you don't remember or recognize. So you add Jim, the cultist. You add Morgan, the tiny lizard bat-winged creature that works at the dollar store. And you add Roger again, I guess. Roger was already in there, but it was noted earlier that you wanted to add Roger. And so that I just let you guys do that. You check over your list of names. Names that are mentioned that you... Oh, Rebecca as well. I'm sorry. Rebecca as well. Let me get to the page where I've actually got this written down. Rebecca. Okay. All right. So you look over the list of names. Does Noah ever call us or not? He doesn't call tonight. I'll just tell you that. It's late, but he has your phone number now, so that's pretty nice. So in the notebook, you have several names listed that you don't recognize, or people mentioned that you don't recognize, and I'm going to list them now. They are Crystal's boyfriend, whose name you never got, but it's written down that Crystal has a boyfriend, which you don't know where you got that information. Let's see. Oscar. Obviously, you know that that's not a like, you're aware of that you had probably a cat at some point, but you cannot confirm where this cat is. Roger's name is still in here. He's the cops. And then another name that you see on here but do not recognize is Christopher. Otherwise, everyone else is here. Kevin, Noah, Roger, Sam, Crystal, Justin, Nathan. Rebecca, Morgan, Darrell Miller, Darrell's full name. Landlord is gone. It is weird that you started living in this motel, but considering it's abandoned, there's no reason not to. The lights still work, the TV still works, so why not? You figured. Saves you some money. Like Christopher Landlord, well, I would assume that you guys have been writing down information such as what these people's, like Kevin from the library. So you've got Christopher, the landlord. Well, no one runs the motel, so then it would be abandoned. Are there other patrons to this motel complex? No? So do our notes contradict what we remember? Would it be fair to bring that up to... You don't remember having paid anyone this morning. So why is his name in there? It's just a name that's in there. Do you want to erase it? As far as you remember, that's not anyone that exists. Has the hotel always been abandoned? Since you moved into it, it has been. No, do not erase. Then where's the money gone? What? Do not erase names. Okay, chat seems to say no. Wasn't the Home Depot god very clear about why we're keeping notes? Yes. Yes, he was. I've got redemptions open if anyone wants to do anything as a last... We're the landlord now. I mean... The Home Depot god did explicitly tell you to take notes just in case if you forgot things or people. So it would make very little sense to erase it. Have a mental breakdown. Sing a eulogy for Chris. Dab before bed. Read actions from journal Jack made. I don't know what? Read actions from the journal Jack made. Who the fuck is Jack? Alright. No, have mental breakdown. Pausing redemption so I can copy this down. Oh, Jack, right. Jack Nerick. Right. Sorry. Yes. Dabs before bed. Read his actions from the journal. Jack. Go to bed. Going to sleep will end the session. Tell the Home Depot god that we have a name we don't remember. Eat rocks. Sure. Attempt to kill yourself. Become landlord. Collect debt. My question is, in short, is it justifiable to be alarmed that you don't recognize this name? I mean, seems like chat's alarmed. Also, someone's writing everything in Vriska's font. Alright, create poll. There we go. There's that. Let me clear off the other things that have happened. Is there anything we can do to stop ourselves from disappearing? Well, that's a bit like solve the mystery. I would assume that if you knew what was happening in the first place, you could do something. For instance, if your house is on fire, and if the thing you want to do is to stop being on fire, there are things to do. But if you're like, man, it's really warm in here, and you're like, should I do something about that? And you're like, well, I don't know why. Or what's happening. So, until you understand what's going on,
I don't know what you could even recommend to do. You're welcome to try and do things, but I do not. Like, what are you gonna say? Like, what would you want to do to try and prevent yourself from being forgotten? Do we have the Home Depot God written down? Yes. I'll go and write that down right now. Be so obnoxious that no one can forget us. Do we know about the entity? The entity and the Home Depot God, those are interchangeable words that chat used to describe the thing that shows up at Home Depot at night sometimes. All right. Take a note of everything we don't remember with today's date, and write down what we did today. So, okay. Write down the names of, write down next to the names, not to erase any of the names. Okay. Fair enough. Read his action. All right. Let me, read over what Jack wrote on the Boru. This is actually a good time for us to check the Boru. Jack did add some new art. Let me see if there's... Okay. New tab, new tab, new tab, new tab, new tab, new tab. Let's check the Boru. New tab, new tab, new tab. Alright. I'm going to switch over and make it so we can look at what happened as far as art tonight. So please stick around for the art, because it's always really good for this stream. We've got this one from Joe. It's good. We got one of, definitely no, and then someone else. And this one is, by the way, I should say, this one's by Joe. I said that. We've got the Raymond, painting thing and the money tub. Your art style, Joe, fucking on point. Love it. Elise, probably, yes. Then we got this one from Joe as well. They did the we showed this off the other day. I don't know what's going on with Crystal here. But you know, Raymond being the rook is a really like fuck. I need to like get a chess set made for this cuz it's fucking so good. So good, Joe. Pawn being carved into a queen. Clever. I like it. She transforms at the end of the board into a queen. I see what you did there. Town of Nowhere custom chess set. That would be very cool. I have no idea how to do that. TG Deer makes this one. TG has been doing all of the tarot cards. So they did one of the Home Depot God entity thing, as well as the cultist. I love this interpretation of it. It's really good. Really good shit right here. I love it. The art for this stream is so good. Jack has updated the Home Depot guide. So here's the information you've got about Christopher, the motel man. Runs a motel I'm staying at. Helpful when it comes to asking about people in town. Right now I have this room for a week. Till Saturday night. Past that, it's $69 a day. Doesn't offer free breakfast. Gave me first aid on the first day. And then there's a bunch of other people in here. Worth checking over information later. We got this one from Jack Nierick. Sam the Vampire Man. Vampire. Job. Banker. Works down at the bank. Normal bank, not blood bank, according to Christopher. I forgot that I told you guys that. I would love to make a Town of Nowhere tarot deck, and it might be worth commissioning someone to make that. But thank you for I love the drawing of Sam. I would assume it's because you didn't have a good picture of him. Can we take that notebook is verbatim what No has on hand? Sure. Anna, LRK, makes this one of Noah. You guys made a little progress there today. We've got this one from Foxtrotty. I love how all of these have the stained glass behind him. So good. All of the art y'all are doing is fucking rad. We've got this one from Foxtrotty. It's a little tiny one. I like the use of the cartoon dithering thing. It's fuck, I wish I had thought to do that because that would give it a completely different aesthetic, but it's really rad. I like it. We've got this from Anna LRK. It says Proverbs 18:24. A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. I'm going to treat this as the canon drawing because this is adorable and perfect. It's really good. Thank you for this, Anna. Then we've got this one from Patunk. It's really good. I like it. Of Morgan attempting to use the register. It's a lot of art. That's how I know I've done a good stream. Go ahead and refresh, make sure I didn't miss anything. I did. We've got this one from B-Socket. Don't know what this is supposed to represent. It's a bag. It's got a butt on it for some reason. Thank you, B-Socket. Then we got this one from Jack Nerick. And it's got the updated information. I would continue looking at these. Again, there is a... where is it? Let me find it real quick. There is a Reddit you can go to. It's the Town of Nowhere. I'll go and link it in chat. Now would be a good time to like talk with each other and try and figure out. It was a building. Oh, it was a building with a thick butt. I see. Go ahead and use that as a place to like do. It was the bank. I see. It was the bank. Thank you, everyone who did art. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much. It's really good. The Town of Nowhere Reddit, I at first I was kind of like skeptical of its existence, but I love it. I love reading over stuff. The stuff that people are coming up with as theories are... It's interesting to see them. Knowing what I know, being the only person in the world that actually knows what's going on, is a very interesting perspective to be at. And to be able to see what people think is happening. And then run stuff by my wife who's listening to these. Hi, wife, I love you. Does Tilda know? Tilda, no. She knew the first session before it came out and encouraged me to go through with it. Beyond that, she knows a little bit more than y'all, but not a bunch. I told her what was gonna happen this session, roughly, but it all depends on what y'all do most of the time. I love my wife. But anyway, if you've got any theories, if you got anything you want to say, do it in the comments or on the Reddit. The comments are really good because, I mean, basically, the way YouTube pays is based on, interactions with the video. So if you like this video, like it. If you dislike this, dislike it.
I make more money either way. And then if you have any theories, comment on them there or on the Reddit. It is available at the Town or Nowhere. I'm going to go for now. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. I'm going to raid someone so you guys can get some more points. Let me go ahead and turn off all these things. Stream's over after all. I'm going to raid someone at random, and you go give them some love. Stay if you want to. Don't stay if you don't want to. One of these days, I'm going to accidentally raid someone who's like a horrible like person, like they're racist or something. And if that's the case, leave. Leave as soon as you realize that they're a bad person. And what that will tell them is acting like that will be bad for them. So I give them a chance, and if they want to waste it on being an awful person, that's up to them. So I'm going to raid someone at random. Good luck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys later. I'll post the Rebecca and Morgan sprites on Twitter afterwards. Yes. All right. I'll see you guys later. Brr.